and I got the Grail from Scotty, just a cream Les Paul. And then obviously I got the Bullseye put on it. I wanted to get the Vertigo on it, Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo.
Yeah.
And he opened it up and it was the Bullseye. I was like, bro, I wanted the Vertigo. He goes, oops, I guess it was like Animal House.
This is our kind of ad right here.
Oh, yeah.
Mega muscle.
You can tell he's lifting. Yeah, without a doubt. He just got out of the power rack and now he's just crushing some solos. So yeah, but that's how the whole
crazy.
thing went down.
Do you still have that shattered Les Paul?
Yes, I still have this
Oh
guy.
my gosh.
But,
And isn't that Dan Lawrence? Did he
no,
do that
we
for you,
ended up, Dan Lawrence painted, he made it the Pope Page Dragon, I call it. So it's just it's a dragon now. But I remember I got rid of the Dennis Kline is the original guy.
Oh,
who did
Dennis Kline did that.
Dennis did
Wow,
that.
God
One.
rest
And
his
Dennis,
soul. Yeah,
you know, being from New Jersey,
Yeah.
with Dave Sabo and Scotty.
He's a Kramer guy. He did
Yeah,
all
'cause
their.
we all
yeah.
went to what was it? What was the name of the music store? It was off the top of my head. It was down in Long Branch. Musicians. No, it wasn't Musician's Friend. It was. I'll get the name of it at the end of the thing. But Davey worked there, and I remember Dave. You know, that's where Dave got his original snake painted. Dennis Kline, I think, did that one as well.
Garden State Music?
Garden State Music.
How do I know this shit?
Yep.
How do I know this? I'm
It was
looking at old ads
the
in my
best music
head.
store in
Yes.
the planet. Like Scott Quinn worked there. Scotty was a huge McLaughlin guy, and I got the Grail from Scotty because he was like, "Well, Zachy, if you're with Gibson now, if you can get me a double neck like John McLaughlin, right?" He was just like, "If you can get me the double neck, I'll hook you up with this guitar," because it had the EMGs in at the time, and the back of the neck was shaved, so it was all ready to go. It was just a cream Les Paul. So I got him the double neck. So Scotty got the double neck, and he gave me the Grail. So, and then obviously I got the Bullseye put on it. And I remember Max, who painted that guitar in L.A. Max, I wanted to get the Vertigo on it. You know, like the Alfred Hitchcock Vertigo. Yeah. And I came back. We had to do this photo shoot, and we were getting ready to do this thing. And he opened it up, and it was the Bullseye. I was like, bro, I wanted the Vertigo. He goes, oops, I guess it was like Animal House. He goes, they got the wrong tests. You know what I mean? It's like,
It's a happy mistake, though.
Well, you trusted us. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. So then I ended up using the Bullseye. But obviously, we got the Vertigo, and there's a million other different designs now. But that's how that all came about. But it was
Iconic guitar.
Garden State Music,
Yep.
though, man. That was. I remember seeing Al DiMeola play there. Al came down and did a guitar clinic there. It was like Friday night in San Francisco.
Wow.
With Scott Quinn. Scott was playing because Scott knew them all because he's a huge McLaughlin guy and everything.
That's so cool, though, to hear those kind of things.
Amazing memories.
Well, what a good time. I saw this kind of ads. You see again a lot of shreddy guitars coming out, Washburn pumping them out. You don't see a lot of, now, actually Washburn's only electric guitar, I believe, is Nuno Betancourt's signature line.
That's the only one they're making now?
Pretty much. All the parallel accesses were discontinued, I believe. So now it's just Nuno's.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean, nothing wrong with that.
acoustic.
Nuno's a shredder,
Yeah,
and Nuno,
great shredder.
Can kill it, and then there's guitars.
Right, here's some EMG love there. Not the most stylish of ads, but it's there, and it's
Well, I
proving
mean,
the point.
the reason why I got sold on the EMGs, I remember when I was teaching guitar, I had I had a Marshall 79 combo, right?
Yeah.
Great amps. So it's just with the master on it. I remember I was teaching one of my students, and I think he might have had a Fender Jaguar, with a thin body.
Yeah.
And he had the EMGs. I never seen EMGs or anything like that. And I had my white Les Paul with, at the time, with PAFs in them before I had the Grail. So I remember I was just like, what are those? And he just goes, oh, they're EMGs. You got to put a battery in your guitar. I was like, battery in your guitar? What are you talking about? He goes, yeah. And he showed. I was like, I don't get it. All I remember is I played a G chord on his guitar through my Marshall. It was like, compared to my Les Paul with the PAFs, it almost sounded like somebody, when I played, it sounded like there was a moving blanket over the speakers. When I plugged his guitar in, it sounded like you took the moving blanket off. I could hear the highs, the mids, the lows, how crisp and how tight everything was. I was just like, and that's before I ever endorsed them, before I ever had the Ozzy gig, so I could just say I use, or they pushed them on me.
Right.
Like hearing is believing.
Wow.
Yeah, so I didn't have to be sold on it. Just like, using it as a distortion pedal, where you go, man, I wish I had more sustain. You step on a thing, you go, that's what I wanted. So you don't have to be sold on it. I don't have to have you endorse it. You're like, Zakk, I want to use the thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's a good point, dude. Okay, here you go. Oh, clear
John
water.
Fogerty,
You're gonna
legend.
love it. I remember these. I
Yep.
saw one of these on the wall getting worked on. I just like the F holes because they're lightning
I mean,
bolts. Probably not the best sounding.
Al DiMeola with the ovation. That
Yeah.
sold it for me.
There we
What was
go.
going on?
This is our kind of ad right here.
Oh, yeah.
Mega muscle.
You can tell he's lifting. Yeah, without
Yeah.
a doubt. He just got done, he just got out of the power rack, and now he's just crushing some solos. He's probably playing Heartbreaker right there.
There it is, 100%, dude. Hard rock distortion. There we go. DOD. Love that ad.
How do you pay tribute to one of the greatest guitarists from one of the greatest rock bands of all time?
Tone Arts USA proudly brings to you the ultimate addition to your shred den, the limited edition Super Halen 1x12 stack.
Draped in the pages of a vintage 1990 Van Halen comic book, the Super Halen is a showpiece that can rock like no other.
Handcrafted by Tone Arts master luthier Sam Hill, no two Super Halen amps are the same.
Each cabinet is scientifically crafted with the highest grade materials to give you that monstrous tone that will light up the sky. It's fully loaded with a 12-inch USA-made Green Beret speaker, a total upgrade from the Celestion G12M greenbacks that we've become so accustomed to.
Each cabinet is closed back just like Eddie's, but Tone Arts USA does offer an optional open back if your heart desires.
Visit www.mastersofshred.com now to reserve yours today before you can't get this stuff no more.